live from the studios of the capital of the universe. Welcome back to the show that refuses to die with Dags, the Duck and the Dick and the rest of it Saturday. And now...
The Spectrum. Shout out to you, buddy. Thanks for your support and emotions. So many. Thanks. Guys, No Man's Sky update, Kraken. If it's out, I can't believe it. I'm very excited. Should I get a new intro? Should I leave it as it is? You guys let me know in the comment section. Ready? I'm getting kind of sick of it, personally. Surprise! It's Seraphim 1999. Welcome back to the channel, fellas. And as I already did say, the patch is out, version 1.60, various bug fixes. So, look, there was a lot of them. I went to the website, I will leave the link in the description. There's a ton of fixes for random things, lots of little fixes and stops for many crashes as well, which I hadn't even noticed, by the way, because the game has been functioning very well, mostly 60 frames per second. Every now and then I'll get a drop into 30 frames per second, especially if I've got a base on the planet, which I did. I'll show you that in the video. There were many changes that I could visually see up front, where the cloud rendering system was changed once again, looking marvelous than ever, and the rendering system in the ground looked fantastic. I'm seeing new textures I haven't seen. This bubble world though, I'm a little concerned about, simply because there was a lot of them. No joke, I think there's like a thing now where I'm landing on lots of bubble planets and many dead planets with lots of cactus shithole planets that I'm landing on lately. I don't know why. So the algorithm's a little different now, guys. I've noticed that straight up. Secondly, there's also a new jump mechanic. See that? Usually you can mull your weapon and you're able to jump very high. And that's what I like to do. But guess what? Now you don't have to do that. Now you just press X twice and you have this big burst of energy and you go a lot faster than I've ever gone before. Trust me, with the jetpack these days, after the update, I am traveling at super speeds, much faster than I've ever traveled before. I'll show more of that later in the video. Also, be aware that I had a duplication glitch a few months back, and I was able to duplicate many jetpacks, allowing me to almost infinitely, there's no such thing as almost, not infinitely, incidentally, mostly, a long timely, I was able to jump very high, almost out of the atmosphere. So you can see how I got many of the copies here. It has not been fixed or patched. You cannot duplicate anymore, that's been patched, but I still got my powers. I'm more grateful than ever that I had done the glitch when I did. Everyone said, don't! No, Seraphim, you're gonna regret it. Well, there hasn't been one single day I've regretted it. I've enjoyed it. It's been the greatest time in No Man's Sky in my life. You don't know what you got until it's gone. So it looks like I'm at the top end of that learning curve. Nah, anyway, it's a lot of fun. As you can see, the rendering looks amazing with the clouds. It does look 100% better. So I'll show you also the fact that when you land on snow planets, this is an algorithm that's starting to piss me off. No offense. I mean, there are no fences here. Every time I land on a snow planet, I'm seeing trees like this that are attached to these rocks. And I know this because they're the best looking rocks in the game and the best looking trees in the game. And therefore it's always the thing that when you go to a frozen planet or a snowy planet, you're going to get the same algorithm every single time. And it's getting a little frustrating. I like the graphics though, it does look really cool. They are my favorite trees. But there are another type of tree that I'll show you later on in the game in a snowy planet. It's either these green trees or the white ones. You know which ones I mean. So I'm getting a... Whoa! Crikey! Would you look at that? Oh, they're dandy. Look, the animals are looking pretty cool lately as well. I'm getting more variances of animals as well after the update. And I'm very grateful for that. You know what? This game is very exciting. I love waiting and longing for the new updates. And there are many more to come. It says in the website that they're planning on making a much more bigger updates. This was a 4 GB download update, by the way. It was huge. It was huge. I don't know what they've crammed in here. A lot of stuff. Like I said, it's in the description if you want to check out the finer details, but it literally would take a long time to read that whole thing, and I just don't think you guys would appreciate that. Look at this animal. Well, here's some gameplay. Please enjoy it. Also, please stay true, because I really would like to show you something else the update has brought for us is meteorite impacts. So that's right, if you fly over some planets you will find big circle-like impacts from meteorites, which I think is fantastic. So the cap for the development of landscapes and terrain have been lifted basically and improved. So it's amazing. You will see that up here up front, there it is right there, that's a small one, but there are bigger ones. In the next scene you will see a planet covered in these, so stick around for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also stick around as well, because after this little bit of gameplay, I used Electronauts to make a bit of music, and I got Terence McKenna's voice and I just smashed them together. I smashed some atoms for you guys, so stick around and enjoy. Thanks.
I mean, if you want to understand the atom, you have to smash it in the moment. It's a given. Culture. Culture has to deal with the fact that your eyes are on the front of your face and your anal pore is located near your genitals. Culture would probably rather have it some other way. It would be so convenient, but hey, it's a given. It's a given. A given. Individually, we each find ourselves born into a culture we had no share in designing, but that we will be expected to inhabit, inculcate, and in fact pass on. Metabolism, intent, income, emotional state, the felt presence of immediate experience, lodged in the body-mind system in the moment. In the moment. In the moment. That's who you are. That's what they can't take away from you. Whether they drag you away to prison, beat you, drug you, whatever they do to you, you will still have some kind of felt presence of experience until in the moment you drift into the darkness of non-entity. So there then, one can begin to build outward from that core and say, aha, so the stuff of understanding is not information passed by culturally validated coding systems among the primates at high chatter rate. In other words, the truth is not in the public space or the historical space. The truth is in the felt space of the body in the moment and time. That's how you figure out what the world is, not by bicycling around in the burbs, but by forcing extreme experience in the moment. In the moment. The reason people refer to psychedelic endeavors with the vocabulary of travel, taking a trip, and so on, is because that is an extreme endeavor. It's the same endeavor. It's the leaving behind of the values of your own culture in the moment. In the moment. You know, take nothing but a change of clothes in the moment. In the moment. Fly to Benares and take up residence at the Sassanid Ghat among the Charas sadhus in the moment. And I guarantee you, whether you resort to psychedelics or not, you will experience boundary dissolution, a reorienting of categories, and a reframing of your perspective on your life and your being in the moment. So extreme experience is the necessary key. This is true in all forms of endeavor. I mean, if you want to understand the atom, you have to smash it in the moment. So extreme experiences. But, you don't want these experiences to be too extreme, or you will sever the connectivity among the various subsystems, and then we'll have to bury you